Hello team, just filming this video from my backyard. As you can see, haven't quite finished the stain on my fence yet. I know this video is kind of random and out of nowhere. However, I encourage you guys, watch till the end. I'm gonna try to keep it about 5 to 8 minutes, and if you guys already know the ending, then you probably already know how long this is, but I feel it's really important. A breakdown is basically, I'm just gonna I just wanna pray with you guys real quick. And then I want to share just some updates with worship and just for our team to know. And then thirdly, I just want to share an encouraging word from my heart that I just feel is great for our team to hear. And then that's it. So please listen to the end, guys. I can't stress that this is just such a short video in comparison to how long our day is. And especially since we can't meet in person, please just take the time to just sit down, watch this video. Even if you can't watch it right now, just take at tomorrow or the beginning of tomorrow or whatever. But as soon as you guys finish watching this video, can you please just send me a quick text or send Prisma a text just saying, hey, thank you so much, and watch the video, okay? Just want to know that you guys had time to watch it. I just want to keep you guys accountable with just kind of hearing all the news that's going on, okay? Awesome. So first thing off, I want to pray with you guys, and I want to kind of first bring to your attention, guys, if at any time anyone has a prayer request or something that the team can be proactive in praying for, please bring it up. I think prayer is so powerful and it's underrated. I mean, the truth is that, you know, we could use to pray more. And I was talking, I think, with Georgie the other day, and we were talking about how it's so funny that sometimes we can kind of like say, hey, oh man, my back hurts. And then in conversation you go, okay, I'll pray for you. And then later on you just totally forget, you never do it. So I believe that in those moments when it's like, hey, pray for me, in that moment, pray. Don't forget about it. Don't just push it on for later. Pray now. So with that to be said, I just wanted to share a prayer request from one of our team members and have us all just pray right now just for that team member. If you guys didn't know, Marty had eye surgery yesterday for his eyes and his vision. And if you guys didn't know, that's a serious thing that Marty has been struggling with, and Marty is so humble that he would not be able to share that and want to share that with people, but I have his permission, and I think it's so important. Like, let's just pray in agreement for Marty right now that after his surgery, he says it's a little irritable, and the goal is to, in the next week and a couple weeks coming, that's how he's going to know how much vision he actually regains from that surgery. So let's just pray in agreement. Father, thank you so much for Marty. Thank you so much that your healing power is in this place right now, and that you're healing his eyes, and that you're continuing to restore and bring balance to all the nerve endings, connecting every single nerve that needs to be connecting, and restoring sight and alleviating all pain in the name of Jesus. And everyone said, amen. And so guys, again, it's so important. If you have a time to text Marty and just say you're praying for him, or at least just, think about him and start praying for him, guys. We need to be praying for all of each other, okay? Not just thinking about your close friends or just your family members. We're on a team, guys, that we share a heart and we share a bond. So please be praying for your worship team. And yeah, so Marty, if you're watching this too, I love you, Marty, and I'm going to continue to pray for your eyesight, and I can't wait to hear the good news. Yeah. Moving on, just to kind of share some updates, guys, with the church. So worship, for the most part, is staying the same. I don't know if you guys heard, but we just sent out a video today as a church that we are going to be having worship inside. So as in, the team is going to stay playing to its empty sanctuary as normal. And then what's going to happen is basically Toby is going to start preaching outside on the patio with people socially distanced far out because we're not allowed to meet in sanctuary. So the same thing is going to go for the people who want to stay. If you want to stay and hear the message outside, great. If you just want to hear it online, we're going to have cameras outside pointing on him, so you're still going to be able to get your Facebook Live sermon. But I just want the team to know, so that you guys are more than aware, that there's going to be a service outside. Worship is going to continue just to be inside, same old, same old. We've been getting nothing but just amazing compliments on how amazing you guys are, just giving your heart week to week, and just selflessly just spending time just leading the church in worship in these very weird times. So Yeah, worship inside doesn't really affect us, but just so you guys aren't thrown off, we're going to start shifting to outside services, meaning Toby's just going to be preaching, and if there's 10 people there, then he's going to be preaching to 10 people socially distanced, and if there's 100 people out there, then he's going to be preaching to 100 people socially distanced. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me personally about that, and I'd be more than willing to just share with you guys. Next thing is I just wanted to share my encouraging word, guys, and I really encourage, again, we're at 5 minutes and 19 seconds right now, so I hope you guys can stay maybe like 2 more minutes. I just really feel it's important to talk about the relationships in our life, guys, and not take them for granted. A lot of times the people that we can't choose our family. In some cases, we can't always choose the friends that we're around, saying like our church, you can't choose the people that those are the only people to pick from in our church. You can't choose the people that you bump into on the street. But my encouragement to you guys is to not take it for granted that every relationship like that matters, and to be able to have eyes to be able to see people in the midst of their brokenness and their imperfection, and to love them through that. My biggest thing that I see is that, in the midst of like this divide of people, one on one side and one on the other, with different political views or even spiritual views, or even, fill in the blank. My heart is that we continue to be able to see people as God sees them, and not just as Republican, Democrat, as religious, non-religious, Christian, Catholic, fill in the blank that is in your own heart. And I'm kind of often realizing that if a relationship matters enough, then your heart is going to be fully invested into it. And I kind of see like my marriage. I am the first to say that I'm very imperfect in my marriage. My wife, has so much grace for me and my shortcomings and just my silliness as being, trying to be the best husband and father that I can be. But in the midst of that, when there's frustration between me and my wife, she never gives up, and I try to do the same. When there's frustration on both ends, I want to do my best to be able to love my wife through whatever pain, through even the things that she can't explain. I want to love my wife through those things. Whenever we disagree, whenever anything happens, a disagreement, I want to love her through that, because I'm seeing this relationship as God sees it, as eternal, and as something that is not going to be gone tomorrow. And in the same way, I encourage you guys to expand that love that you have with either a spouse or a family member, and push that beyond the limits of just your family. Push it to your friends, push it to our worship team, push it to the family, the pastors that you interact with, and appreciate those relationships and just love those people. I mean, again, it's easy to take for granted the relationships around us. It's easy just to see, oh, James is just at church and it's great. It's just James. But the truth is, guys, is that the relationships that are there are so much more important than, even if I'm like, oh man, but this person is a Republican, or man, this person's a Democrat, or this person is a Catholic and I just can't agree with what they're going on. Don't see with just physical eyes, guys. I really encourage you, in this time where everything is just trying to divide, what you don't believe, what I believe, what you believe, this, I can't believe you could say that, I can't believe you could post this. In this day and age, guys, we need to see past those things. See the heart of somebody, see the love, and see how Jesus sees them. It doesn't mean you have to agree with everybody, but I encourage you guys, in this time where there's nothing but division right now, unity is the only thing that is going to change people's hearts. Jesus is bringing unity. Jesus is bringing people together. Jesus is opening people's eyes to be able to see our faults. And so the least that we could do is realize that, man, I shouldn't have judged that person. I shouldn't have judged that person. And with that to be said, guys, I just want to share some verses with you guys. I don't try to mean to take so long, but I just really think we can meditate on this real quick. So if you guys just listen. Sorry guys, phone got disconnected real quick. But what I was saying is I just want to read some verses to you guys. And I want us just to receive and just listen with no other intention than just to receive whatever God is saying. Chew on the meat, spit out the bones, just listen to what God is doing. So this comes from Psalms 37. It says, "Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. In verse 7, it says, be still before the Lord and patiently wait upon him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads you to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. And then real quick, verse 16. Better the little the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. I say that verse not to make people feel like those relationships are really wicked. And you should love those who are wicked. Yes, but what the Lord is speaking to me in that is to be able to have full trust in him in the midst of those relationships. That even in the worst case scenario, guys, where you feel like someone is intentionally on this side trying to be evil and try to be destructive, your hope should not be in trusting, oh man, that person's gonna be evil and they're just, their whole life is to mess me up. Instead, when you trust in the Lord, you realize that doesn't matter how much you feel like wickedness happens and wickedness prevails, the Lord is always going to bless those who are righteous and continue to love. And so I just encourage our team, let us be the ones that are continuing to love and to continuing to be gracious to others, and to be the ones that listen, that are slow to speak but are quick to listen. That in the midst of the chaos and division, and someone says, you did this and I can't believe you, and they're pointing and making accusations, be peaceful. Be peaceful. Even in the end, when Jesus was being crucified, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. We don't want to just justify, the righteous anger of flipping over tables every time someone makes us angry. That only happened once. But instead, in the midst of the craziness of whatever people say about you in your life, or however people make you feel, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So guys, let's always continue to be in unity. I love you guys so much. Feel free to please let me know if you have any prayer requests or anything that I can change or help you guys with. I say it every time. I love you guys, and I'm not perfect. So please, if you have any prayer requests, let me know. Keep on praying for Marty. And let me know, guys, if you have any questions about Sunday services from here on out. But it should leave us pretty unaffected. And with that to be said, I love you guys. And ultimately, again, we just want to stay one heart. We're just connected, and just even though we're distanced right now, I want us to have the same heart. So I love you guys so much.